Hey guys, so Sunday we did our first live session on Instagram, and I had lots and lots of really good questions, and I got an excellent question from Teresa, and she wanted to know how many times I have personally fallen off the wagon with my own personal weight loss journey, and how I managed to keep getting back on the wagon. And that's an excellent question, because if you start a nutrition or diet program and you don't think that you're going to fall off the wagon, then you've already probably set your expectations a little too high. So I'd say go into everything with very realistic expectations. So I've lost 42 kilos, and that took me probably about 2 years and then another decade just to maintain that weight loss. But I fell off the wagon hundreds of times, hundreds of times. Sometimes I fall off the wagon every single day. I would, because I had no idea what to do before I was a personal trainer and studied all this stuff, I was starving myself and then binging at the end of every night, going to sleep hating myself, waking up hating myself, only to repeat the same pattern again. So luckily you're not going to be going through the same struggles with just cluelessness and no idea of how to do this, because I've got your meal plans and your exercise programs all sorted for you. But that doesn't mean that because you have the information you're going to just smoothly glide through. You will still struggle sometimes. You're not going to want to eat the food that's always there for you. You're not always going to feel like exercising. And you have to be realistic when you go into this process that it's not going to be easy. It is going to be hard. I am going to fall off the wagon sometimes, but I'm just going to keep getting back up, because this entire journey is about me learning about me, or you learning about you and your body and what does and doesn't work for you. So what works for me may not work for you. So if you go into it with that mindset that you're just learning about your body, and that you're not always going to get it right, but that you can look back, make some tweaks and adjustments, and do better tomorrow, then that's all you need to do. So when I give you a diet plan or exercise program, you don't want to look at it and decide, that's it, as of tomorrow, I'm following this 100%, I'm never going to eat chocolate again or anything like that, because how unrealistic is that? And it's also not a good way to enjoy your life. You need a lot of balance. So if for the last few years you've been consistently putting on weight, and I've given you a meal plan, an exercise plan, and you've only followed it 50%, but you've stopped gaining the weight and you've just maintained, that's still progress. Maybe you haven't lost the weight yet, but the fact that you've put a stop to gaining the weight in itself is a step forward, and that's what you need to focus on to keep building that positive reinforcement and forward-moving momentum. Look at what you're doing right, and only glance at the stuff that you're doing wrong to change it. Don't obsess about it. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm a piece of shit. I can't believe I stuffed up my diet. I'm a loser. I'm never going to amount to anything, because that's just negative reinforcement. Look at what you did right and just learn from yourself. What can I do better? What was I in need of yesterday when I binged? Was I actually in need of a good friend to talk to, or a hug, or a walk instead of the binging? So in that sense, it's all about you learning about you, as opposed to just trying to change everything 180 degrees and achieve perfection overnight, which is not going to happen. And one of the best stories or analogies I've heard about this is about Thomas Edison, who created the incandescent light bulb. And he was interviewed, and they said to him, is it true that you failed 800 times to make the incandescent light bulb? And he said, no, I didn't fail 800 times. I successfully found 800 ways it would not work. And that's the same exact mindset and way of thinking I want you to carry in this journey. So you may not get it overnight. You might only stick to things 10% in week 1, and then make adjustments and stick to it 20% in week 2, and then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then maybe over a 3-month period finally get to a stage where you can follow 100%. And that's okay. Any progress in the right direction is progress in the right direction. So if Thomas Edison was making that light bulb and he got everything right, but it overheated and burned out, he didn't just give up and call himself a loser and say, well, it's not going to work. We're never going to have light bulbs to light our houses in the middle of the night. No, he didn't have that mindset. He just said, okay, it overheated. Something went wrong here. What can I do to fix this little thing? And that's what I want you guys to do as well. And that's what I did throughout my entire journey. Yes, I beat myself up. Yes, I discovered that I wasn't loving myself, and I was being really, really mean to myself and self-sabotaging a lot of my own efforts. So Yes, you're going to fall off the wagon, just climb back on. If you fall off 100 times, climb on 101 times and just restart. Always, always, always aiming to do just a little bit better than the last time. And that's all you need to succeed. All right, guys, I see some of you, well, lots of you are on there. I see Adrian and Raul and Miha. But anyway, I'm going to jump offline now because I'm going to take my little one to the pool, all dressed, ready to go in my bathing suit. So I'm going to go have some fun. You guys work your asses off. Stick to your meal plans. I expect you guys to lose weight every week or get closer and closer to your goals every week, whatever that goal may be. So I will see you guys sometime over the next few days and enjoy. All right, bye.